few months ago, I was posting pretty landscape pictures and teasing a secret project. This is it. This is the secret project, and I can finally tell you guys about it. When Shell asked me to do a cross-country road trip with John, making a 5-episode show with Kaylee Cuoco and Damon and Joe! And do it in the coolest and cleanest way possible with electrical and renewable energy vehicles. Well, I said heck yes. I mean, we said
yes.
Heck yes. So I'm going to show you behind the scenes of making like a proper show. There's quite a cool crew that is coming along, and also going to show you some cool travel tech along the way. Now, my YouTube channel, I show off a lot of travel tech, I would say, with electric skateboards, mopeds, all the things. And literally just as I was finishing up this video, look what came in the mail. I'm so sorry, my neighbors below me. Alright, listen guys, you came for me trying out the one wheel for the first time. You came to see behind the scenes of this epic series that we filmed. So, I'll do a later video on this. So enjoy a behind the scenes look of what a cleaner future can look like. I think it's not just up to us as individuals, but it's really important that the bigger players in this game have a hand in it. And so that's why I am so excited to partner with Shell for this video, for this series. Why am I out of breath? That thing almost killed me. Let's roll the adventure. Whoopsh, whoopsh, whoopsh. Travel tech, travel tech, travel tech. We are officially on the road. The road trip has begun from LA to New York. Right now, we are in a hydrogen-fueled car. So the only thing that leaves this car when we drive is water vapor. Everyone has a phone, it's a known fact. But a lot of times in cars, you just don't have a place where you can put them, so then you have to buy one of those things that it's just like, why? But this car, check this out. Includes a phone holder. Okay, so maybe I was overreacting to a phone holder, but I thought that was pretty cool. We drove a variety of cars, electric cars, hybrid cars, and hydrogen cars. There was cool stuff like side mirror cameras, laptop trackpads to navigate the settings, and of course, an electric boat. I don't want to reveal too much before the show, but my favorite aspect was getting to use last mile vehicles like the One Wheel. This is the One Wheel XR. You have to balance yourself on one wheel and you shift your weight forward or backwards to go. It has a 12 to 18 mile range and you can go up to 19 miles per hour. Now, this one is new for John and me. We've only ridden it once and we didn't do that great of a job, so this is fun to figure out. See this parking garage we're on the top of? It resembles a racetrack. So it's time to race. On your mark, get set, go!
You?
Go!
Scary going fast on this. Watch out for this ice patch.
And time. 50 seconds.
50?
What'd I get?
52 seconds!
You know what is so great about this? It doesn't care about the terrain. There's water, there's ice out here. We were going over grass earlier. It's a very versatile little thing.
It's fun.
I love where the future of mobility is going, especially simplifying the process as much as possible. I don't have a remote, I'm just using my person to move. I love that. But I look forward to the time where it doesn't take as much skating skills to balance on these. John, he's a pro skater. I've been riding electric skateboards for 3 years now, so that's why these are fun for us, and they definitely take some practice. But out of all the vehicles that I've ridden on this trip so far, you're gonna have to check it out soon. This actually is my favorite.
What does that mean?
Let's slide it up.
Let's do it. What does it mean?
This is normal.
Yeah, LA.
This is the first massive production I have been on where there's a lot of crew, there's a lot of people worrying about the mini cams, the big cams, the audio, the production, the producing. It's a lot. It's kind of exciting to be in the middle of this. For all of you people out there, maybe you want to go big, maybe you want to make the movies. Well, let's give you a little behind the scenes filmmaker tip, because I actually don't know about the whole clapping thing. You know, the time code. I know that if you have a spike in the audio and all of these cameras that you can line it up in post, but what's the significance with the time code? When you have 3 different cameras turning on and off multiple times throughout the day, lining up with 4 different audios, how does one do that? Because when we're in the car, when we're in these crazy vehicles, we got these mini cams rolling all the time. We got the big cams. How does the audio get in sync with everything? Future Sarah here with more knowledge about timecode as it applies to you. Most mirrorless and DSLR cameras actually have this feature. Once I jam sync my camera A and camera B to the same timecode, then the timecode will be displayed on the display. This will look similar to the smart slate that we had with the crew on the road, and it'll show the hours, minutes, seconds, and frames. So I shoot most of my stuff in 24 frames per second, and they shot this show in 25 frames per second. Of course, this is super essential to have on big productions with multiple cameras so you can sync up later in post, but it's also very helpful to relay notes to the editors if you have a really important moment or a point in an interview that you really want to make sure it makes the final cut. Then producers can send notes to editors stating the specific time. Time code is riveting stuff. Are you guys learning something? On set, of course, they were doing it properly. So they had external timecode devices that they put on the cameras and audio devices, and then the central hub that synced everything. Now, what I'm doing right here, it's manually. So I manually entered in the timecode so I could sync it up in post, which is really handy for you guys who are shooting weddings, who are shooting sports interviews. So that means no matter if you hit the record button on and off, when you drop hundreds of clips and audio clips down on the same timeline, they are going to sync up like that. A 3-week road trip, LA to New York. It was epic. We visited so many cool cities. We met new people. Really on the show, you'll see us go through this learning process of all of these alternative energy vehicles, and it was so cool to learn along the way. I didn't even know hydrogen cars were a thing. There's obviously pros and cons to each energy, but just to learn all the different options out there, and with new energy and clean energy, it's kind of like the chicken and the egg, right? Are people gonna adopt this first, get really excited about it, or is it up to the companies first to just make and try to make these vehicles accessible to people? Anyways, I'm sure you guys will have a healthy conversation down in the comments below, right? In terms of it being a race, David and Joe, they're one of my favorite YouTubers ever, and we got to spend a lot of time with them. I love them just as humans. They're great. They're really great humans. But in terms of who won, how did the race go? So it wasn't who could get to New York the fastest, but who could do it with the least amount of CO2 emissions. So they were actually keeping track how much energy we were using, the routes we were taking, the different types of vehicles. This all came into account who won. So it was pretty exciting. I haven't even seen the episodes yet, so we'll be able to experience that together, and I'm so excited to show you guys. And hey, now you know why I didn't post a lot of videos in the month of November, because I was doing this for 3 weeks. But it was such an exciting production to be on, and it really kind of gave me a perspective of being a part of things that are bigger than myself, and it really inspired me to get my stuff together so I can do more of this, because when I was on the trip, it was pretty stressful to try and find time to work, to get videos done. And this trip is actually what led me to officially hire my first full-time employee. What? I'm growing up, guys. So now I have someone part-time helping me with my podcast.
and then full-time with this YouTube channel. So hopefully I can balance epic, big, cool projects like this without having my main YouTube channel decrease in the content. So that's a little exciting nugget, but I can't wait to show this final project to you guys. Again, shout out to Shell for caring, for putting this together, for allowing this conversation to happen. Let me know if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button down below for new videos every single week, and until next time, guys, stay peachy. Okay, bye.